Do a messy bun, they said. It'll be cute, they said.
And I'm feeling good.
Hello there, friends, and welcome back to the Lemonade Stand, or welcome if you are new. My name is Brianna. I'm a certified personal trainer, a big, huge biology nerd, and a registered dietitian to be. We are gathered here today for another episode of me reacting and critiquing Beachbody workouts while I educate you in the process. Before we proceed, if you love science-based health, wellness, and fitness education with some LOLs and some dry sarcasm along the way, hit that subscribe button and join the Lemonade Stand. I would really love to have you here. Without anything further, let's make lemonade. Let's watch this first one.
Down, 2, 3, lift it up. You are getting a little bit of a lat pull over here as well. Down, 2, 3.
And we're off and running. So this one reminded me of a few different things, like a few different exercises. When I first saw this, the first thing I thought of was a V-up or a jackknife. They're very similar exercises. A lot of people would argue they're the same thing and can be used interchangeably. But also I thought of hollow rockers, which are frequently seen in CrossFit, and also based on a little bit more research, apparently they're frequent in gymnastics as well. So I think this exercise is from the program Healthy Obsession. Yes, it's called Healthy Obsession for those who don't know. I think that's Autumn that we hear in the background of this video. Healthy Obsession is a pretty recent program that she's created. So I think, as usual, this particular Beachbody exercise is using way too much equipment and is making an otherwise normal, simple exercise that much more complicated. She's holding up a dumbbell in one hand and a resistance band in her right hand. And that resistance band is anchored around the opposite foot, her left foot. And she's kind of doing a V-up. This exercise is truly ridiculous, in my opinion. This is a clusterfuck of normally useful equipment, which has been thrown into the mix with a normally normal and effective exercise. Like, why not just do a V-up or a hollow rocker? This is insane. The amount of equipment thrown in here is insane. It's ridiculous. I also can't really tell what the goal here is either. Like, I can't tell if it's supposed to be abdominal training. I also, as I replayed that back just now, I heard Autumn in the background say you're getting a little bit of a lat pullover here. So, I mean, I guess it would depend on how the person is doing it. Was kind of a lat pullover. I'll put a picture. I don't have a demo now, but I'll put a picture of what a lat pullover looks like on the screen. So, I mean, I guess it depends on how the person would be doing it. I guess you're kind of getting a unilateral lat pullover, but not really, because she wasn't really getting that far back. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I'm not saying this does nothing, but I am saying there's a far better way to do this with no equipment at all. And I will show you right now. Here is an exercise that is not stupid. Okay, first I want to apologize for the lighting and video quality here. This was my first time filming workout demos at my new gym, and I still feel like I'm trying to find good spots for this. So right now you see me doing my version of a V-up. I guess this is a bent leg V-up crunch. I don't know who decides to name exercises. I'm using my hands to support my upper body, and I'm keeping my abdominal strongly engaged to keep my back straight. And then this one that you see me doing right here is what most would probably consider a jackknife. Now, both of these exercises basically fire up the same or very similar muscle groups. You will feel this in your abdominals as well as your hip flexors. Okay, so this next one we're going to take a look at is actually the same person as before. That fact really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. I don't care who it is. You guys know that. But the reason I'm saying that is because since these stories are back to back, I think it's safe to assume that they are both from the same Beachbody program. So yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make with that. Okay, so in my opinion, this exercise is not stupid, but I do want to let you guys know that there's a much better and easier way to do it. So I'm not really sure in the program that if she's telling people to do it that way or not. Maybe that's how it's supposed to look. All we have is this person in this video, so my assumption is that this is how the participants are being instructed to do it. Honestly, to me, she looks a little bit uncomfy, and I feel comfortable saying that because I've done this before. Like in the past when I've been working out at home before, which is something that I actually almost never do. I really don't like to train at home, but like I think it was actually over like quarantine and stuff. Working out at home, wanted to do some hamstrings, and you know, I don't have a hamstring curl machine, but I've got resistance bands. I tried to do my hamstring curls this way. It worked technically, but it was pretty uncomfortable. I would personally recommend that you anchor the resistance band to something sturdy like a table or a desk or something like that. And that would make this feel much less cumbersome. And it also wouldn't be giving you like a rug burn on your other ankle there. I'm going to tell you guys right now, when I was filming the workouts for these, when I was filming the workout demos for this video, I had nothing that I could anchor my resistance band to, like nothing safely that I could anchor it to, and it would be sturdy. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to find someone on YouTube demonstrating this exercise, and I'm going to let us watch, and I'm going to let you guys watch them do it. So here's a really good demo I found of a trainer here on YouTube. He is just demonstrating a really simple way to use a resistance band and do a lying hamstring curl, and he shows how to do it on the floor and with a bench, which I thought was nice. It's also a quick video. He does not ramble a whole lot, which I also personally like. I will link this video below. Okay, here's the next one. Okay, so obviously that was Beachbody super trainer Autumn Calabrese. She was showing us an exercise from another, I guess, fairly recent program, I guess like in the last 6 months, that she has made, the 4 weeks for everybody program. Obviously, again, it doesn't matter who the people are in the videos, but the reason I'm calling attention to the fact that it's Autumn is because, one, I don't have her blurred because she's a public figure, and two, this is a program that she created. We don't normally have that luxury with this series. Usually with this series, I'm looking at consultants or customers at Beachbody doing the workouts that the super trainers have created. But Autumn, the person in the video we just watched, actually created this program. So my criticism is going to be more direct because she's the one who is responsible for this. So the first thing I do want to say is I'm not sure that I would call this low impact, as she puts it, because in the on-screen text there, she says this is a low impact exercise. If I were putting together a low impact workout for a client, I would absolutely not have them throwing themselves between a reverse lunge to a sort of deadlift to a shoulder press. Maybe if she was not holding a dumbbell and was going a lot slower, then maybe you could call this low impact. But I don't know that I agree that this is low impact. Personal trainers and other fitness professionals watching this, do you guys think that this is a low impact exercise? Why or why not? Let me know what you think. So anyway, that aside, in terms of the exercise itself, I personally think it's stupid and overkill and a really great way to increase your risk of hurting yourself, particularly your lower back. Again, this is a reverse lunge to kind of a deadlift, or maybe it's also, I'm looking at it again, maybe it's also a dumbbell swing to a unilateral shoulder press to like a one-sided shoulder press. Just throwing everything in this soup, man. There's no reason to do all these things mashed together in one exercise. And in my opinion, this is all my opinion, I think this is very representative of the many exercises that Beachbody super trainers have come out with in more recent history. Here is an exercise that's not stupid. So I am now demonstrating here something challenging but simple. I am holding a dumbbell in each hand and I am doing reverse lunges. I would personally not consider this a low impact exercise. If you have musculoskeletal issues that affect your knees, hips, ankles, or anything of your lower extremities, I would advise consulting with your doctor before trying this, or avoiding them entirely is also okay. Lunges are great, they're challenging, effective, and also, and perhaps most importantly, not stupid. Okay, so here is the next one. And now, before I play it, I just want to say, my commentary on this one might not be what you expect. If I'm like moving my body around in a lot of different ways, it's because I feel like I look fuzzy because I have, I'm backlit from this window right now. I'm still trying to figure out my filming setup, you guys. I have a whole beautiful corner over there. I really need to get set up. I'm doing my best. Thank you guys for being patient with me during this very difficult time. So the first time I watched this, I thought, by God, a super trainer is actually capable of putting together a normal series of exercises. Yes. Yes. I don't know for sure about the rest of the program, but the few things that we saw just now looked fun and relatively normal. On the on-screen text there, they say something about toning your vagus nerve. I have no comment on that particularly. I feel like that would just make this video way too long. I read that and I was like, I just thought that was a weird thing to make the focal point of your Instagram workout post, but whatever. And also, I just want to say, you guys know how I am. I'd personally recommend wearing shoes if you're going to be jumping around like that, but you guys know how I am with shoes. And if you're about to leave a smug comment about wearing shoes while you work out, I do recommend you watch this video first, then come back and give me your opinion. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So after reading the caption under this post, I realized that this series of exercises is from the Beachbody program Sure Thing. This program was developed by Beachbody super trainer Megan Davies. I don't think I've seen much of this program advertised, to be honest. With Autumn Calabrese and Shaun T kind of being some of the more popular trainers, I guess that is just my opinion though, I feel like some of the programs that are made by other super trainers, I don't know, they tend to get overshadowed. Like we don't really hear about them as much. So, okay. So I'm going to watch it again. Let me turn off the sound and let's name some of the exercises. So she's starting off with jumping jacks. Sweet. And then she's kind of doing, I guess I would call those, just, I don't know, just squat jumps or something. And then she's doing, like a reverse lunge with a knee drive up front. Love that. This is a really good workout for like at home. And then she's doing squats, running in place. And then, I really like these. I call these like step out jacks. If I have a client that has difficulty with jumping, I recommend those as an alternative to jumping jacks. I don't know if they're called step out jacks. That's just what I call them. But yeah, I think those are a good alternative to jumping jacks if jumping tends to bother you. And then jumping jacks again. And then she's, it's funny because she's kind of doing like V-ups, kind of similar to what I just showed you guys before with the first one. And then she's doing a reverse, like a kind of a tabletop, and then she's doing an alternate, like tapping alternate opposite foot with opposite hand. Mountain climbers, running in place again, jumping jacks, lateral lunges, and then looks like curtsy lunges, and then those things, I don't really know what to call those. All right, that was cool. I'm not going to read the whole caption because she's mostly talking about that toning the vagus nerve stuff, but I did scroll down to the bottom. At the bottom it says workout, day 2 cardio from Sure Thing. DM me for more info. Sure Thing came out a few months ago, I believe, or I don't know, fairly recently. So I gotta see if there's a sample workout. Maybe I'll try the sample workout. Yeah, so that's really all I have to say about that one. If you have been a long-time watcher of this series, then you know that I like to give credit where it's due. That does not happen very often, but this is one of those times. So let's move on.
2, 3, 4.
Somebody stop touching my ball. It's one of those vibrating ones.
Oh my God. Don't make me laugh. Oh. You're like, what's happening? You might want to bring your leg down at some point. There you go. Halfway there.
Falling so close to the ground.
Oh, well, you guys, I can tell. It's just the last few days of filming. We're getting really slap happy. Squeeze in. Try not to grip in your neck. Up. We've got 2 to go. Come on. Fight through it. Up, down, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 2, 3.
I hear Autumn talking in the background as well as other people. I have a couple videos where I'm like Brianna tries Beachbody sample workout, and I've tried, I think one of Autumn's, I think I tried the 4 weeks for everybody. Yeah, but it was an Autumn workout that I tried. So many of you guys are like, Autumn talks so goddamn much in like in her workout videos, and like she does. What the are you people even talking about while you're working out? Jeez. So I hear her cues there in the background. They're not really that great and they don't really make a whole lot of sense. I heard her say, try not to grip in your neck. I don't really know what that means. Anyone watching this ever done an Autumn Calabrese program? Ever heard her say that? If she has said it, what does that mean? Zeus, Knock it off. He's like putting his nose into the door. Don't look at me like that. Now he's mean mugging me because he's mad because I interrupted his sniffing. Something that is interesting to me though is the fact that she even mentioned the neck, because the first thing I thought of when I saw this is, wow, that looks like his neck is probably straining a lot. I bet his neck is really hurting. On top of that, in my opinion, this entire exercise, which I may have reacted to before in a past video now that I think about it. If I did, I'm sorry. Is silly. Let's watch it again and like kind of break down what's happening. So, holding 2 dumbbells, I don't know if I had to guess the sizes, I would say those are probably maybe 12 pounds or 15 pounds. 1 in each hand, and he's reclined. I think he has a rolled up towel at his back now that I'm looking at it. Maybe he doesn't have the core ball, because I think, if I'm remembering this correctly, I think you're supposed to use the core ball with this program. There's that little inflatable ball, and I think it's supposed to be at the base of your back when you're doing this, because I feel like I have seen Autumn doing this one before, and maybe this person just doesn't have the ball, so he's like substituting it with a rolled up towel. You guys know how much I hate the core ball. I can't even say that. It's not a bad piece of equipment. What I hate is the way that it's frequently used in these Beachbody workouts. This is a situation where I feel like having it at your back would be completely useless. So anyway, recline slightly, kind of the towel, I guess that is kind of resting at his mid back. And then he's doing, since he's a little bit inclined, I guess that would be an incline chest press, which is fine. But then he's also he's not resting his back and neck as one normally would during an incline chest press. And then we're not done. There's more business to attend to with this. As you're pressing up, one leg, you're lifting, he's just bending at the knee, lifting one leg up, kind of, but it's not even lifting his whole leg. He's just bending at his knee to lift, like, his lower leg up, alternating that with each repetition. Okay. What is that leg lift supposed to be doing other than just being distracting and annoying? You could just do a V-up, like the one I just showed you, or you could hold it and just do a V-sit. In yoga before, I have done a V-sit pose, and then while holding that V-sit, slowly alternate tapping one foot at a time onto the floor in front of you. I feel like that's a much better and safer alternative. It's much less strain on your neck, includes no equipment, so you don't need dumbbells. Here's something else. So this looks very similar to what I was doing before, because it is. This is just another variation of a V-up, except I'm holding it. This is a V-sit, or a bent leg V-sit, you could call it, because my knees are bent. You also have the more advanced option to straighten your legs here. And here I'm just showing you that alternative I just mentioned that I've done before in yoga. I'm holding that V-sit, but I'm slowly alternating tapping one foot at a time in front of me. With both of these, the same cues apply as before. You want to breathe deep and keep your abdominals engaged so that your back stays straight through this. In the conclusion, what can I say that I haven't said 1,000 times before already in this series? 1, just because you buy a starter pack doesn't make you a coach. And 2, just because you have the title of super trainer doesn't mean you know what you're doing. Also, can we just say super trainer is not a thing outside of Beachbody? If you are a retired Beachbody super trainer, you go to a local gym and ask for a personal training job, the first thing they're going to do is ask to see your certifications. And if you say, oh, well, I'm a super trainer, they're going to laugh in your face. Well, probably not to your face. They'll wait till you leave and then they'll laugh at you. Now, of course, that doesn't go for the super trainers that actually hold up-to-date and valid certification, because, some of them don't, and some of the more well-known super trainers, maybe I mentioned one today, maybe have been recently caught, not being entirely truthful about the validity of their certifications. Just saying, because I know some of the Beachbody super trainers actually are certified. Anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Oh my God. This video is gonna be a bitch to edit because of the lighting. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more and hear more of my ramblings, hit the subscribe button. Why not? Thank you once again for watching. Here's your second reminder to subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Queen Lemon, over and out.
Zeus. Oh, handsome boy. Such a stud. Yeah. Why don't you show the people how handsome you are? Why don't you show the people how handsome you are? Are you going to? Look at what a handsome boy he is. I know. Oh, my mirror is dirty. Oh! You know what my mirror has all over it is dog nose smudges. Who's a handsome boy? Who's a handsome boy? Who's a handsome boy? You want to say bye? Sit. Yes. Look at that face. Such a handsome little stud. He's such a stud. My goodness. My goodness, who's a handsome boy. Look up here. Bye. Thanks for watching.